So our next speaker that we have up here is David Lucatch. He is the co-founder of Aftermath Island's Metaverse. So everyone give it up for David. David, come on out.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm David Lucatch, and I am the co-founder of Aftermath Island's Metaverse, which really is a combination of digital identity, realistic avatars built with the Unreal 5 engine, and the metaverse itself. Oh, there we go, and here's a video.
I'm that bad type, make your mama sad type, make your girlfriend mad type, might seduce your dad type. I'm the bad guy. Duh.
So what you've just seen today is all built already. It is active in our alphas, and it is all pixel streaming, no downloading, Unreal Engine 5. So our premise is that we want a realistic view of an open world metaverse. This is a little bit about our leadership team. We've got a very, very well-experienced team. I myself have over 35 years in the technology and internet space. And on top of that, we decided to bring in some of our friends and partners who were part of the comic book industry. I mean, they're some of the best storytellers that you've ever seen. And on the left, you've got Mariano Niciesa, who was a special project editor at Marvel, James Bade, who's worked with us for many years on our design team. And on the right, you've got Fabian Niciesa. Now, Fabian's a great storyteller and our chief storyteller, and he is the co-creator of Deadpool. So if you're a Deadpool fan, this is the voice of Deadpool. He's the writer behind Deadpool. And our contributors are all from the comic book industry because, again, these are great storytellers. And in the last 20 years, the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the DC Universe have probably been the highest grossing franchises in the entertainment industry. So we believe that we can bring great content to the table. These are some of the projects that we've worked in, and in fact, I've worked on all of these projects. So we're bringing our experience from entertainment, sports, and traditional business to this space. And I will tell you that personally, I am a New York Emmy-nominated executive producer for television. And early in my career, I helped the band Kiss actually get a Guinness World Record. So, yeah, and it was for the most nationalities in an online chat. So when you think about the metaverse, it really is a progression from where we came from gaming into open world and closed world. And there's been some amazing progress, and these are great companies that they themselves continue to move towards the metaverse. Where sort of Meta has gone to a closed metaverse, we've gone to open, interoperable metaverse. Now, the limiting factors on the metaverse as we see it is today it's a relatively small addressable market. There is no single digital identity, and our basis is digital identity. We believe it's one user and one account. You can have as many credentials as you want and as many avatars as you want, but you should be able to prove that you are you, and we should have real people in the metaverse fixing the problems that have existed in the internet since it was born. We believe that our children need to be protected. We also believe that if you want to create commerce with certain restricted products, you should know right away that that person is a real person, if you're marketing to them, and two, they can qualify to purchase your product without exception so that you're doing business properly. We look at big ideas. We're focused on big ideas, and we always have. I started by developing the technology that Canadians use to type in their credit card information online when Visa and MasterCard said it was impossible in 1996. We've done language translation and built social networks of over 200 million people. So we look at big ideas. We also look at engagement. And we believe that taking a UE5 realistic view of the metaverse allows us to do things that haven't been done before and removes the cartoon effect that many brands, I'm not saying that every brand, but many brands want to display their products the way they look in real life. We're looking at a seamless experience. We want to be interoperable, the ability to move from metaverse to metaverse. We're already talking to metaverses about that, about having embassies. We want to push the boundaries and, again, close that gap on identity. We want to decentralize as much as possible, but centralize where necessary to make good decisions with our community. And we want to establish Aftermath as a leading metaverse platform. And really, our lore is that years in the future, the Earth survives a cataclysmic event, and the oceans eventually recede, and clouds part, and islands appear. And the surviving people that are on these islands today are building a new world and taking existing elements from the previous world and building upon them. And we know that the world will never be the same. And where solution is really built on looking at ownership, the phygital, the integration of digital and physical items, assurance, assuring that when you're there, that you can be assured that everyone who is there is a real person. We don't need to do KYC. We can do anonymous verification with biometrics to make sure you are a real person. We don't have to do full KYC or know your customer and validation unless it's necessary. We want to create great experiences, and again, we want to be interoperable. Our real features are we look at different types of islands because we're different types of people. I'll start with community islands. Community islands are the safe zones where I can do my everyday life. I can work and learn and do everything else. But afterwards, I could go to thematic islands in the same environment, moving from island to island, where I can put on my superhero cape and become a bad-ass guy that wants to kill monsters. We can create estate islands for large events, kingdoms that are chains of islands. And we're already establishing private islands and projects for branded organizations. This is the way we look at decentralization. We look at multidimensional gameplay and these elements of play, socialize, learn, build, earn, entertainment, and work as being decentralized. But we look at our global community and our program initially being centralized so we can create control. But we already have community organizations and guilds that are being established for our professions that allow us to take input but still have a certain amount of control so that it isn't necessarily a non-consensus model, but at least we have direction that we can complete. And then we look at a whole list of decentralized services, and there's quite a list that work around that, including decentralization and a new type of technology called DIDs, decentralized identifiers, and DIDCOM. And we're already deploying this technology today through our parent, Liquid Avatar. Here's our core differentiators. One, that we have integrated crypto and fiat purchasing, and we include PayPal. Why? Because we want to bring that 90-odd% of people who don't have tokens today and aren't crypto knowledgeable, we want to bring them into an NFT and a crypto-friendly environment. Two, we have verified user programs, so we can create assurance. We have our digital identity from Liquid Avatar. We combine mixed and blended reality with retail marketing strategies. We've got almost 40 years in retail marketing. We really know what we're doing there. We're using high-poly GPU cloud servers so that there's no download. This is really important. You can experience the same level of PC gameplay on your phone interactively that you will on a PC or any console type of game system without downloading any graphics package. We have a famed team of creators. This is really exciting because I am a big comic book collector. And then we have the MetaHero project, which is our avatar creator, and we have the world's first Metaverse rewards card by MasterCard. We offer questing, crafting, rewards, professions, passive distribution of revenue, and earned revenues as well. What I want to talk about is where we are. So far, we've generated over $2 million in test sales with less than $50,000 in spend. 91% of people are buying with fiat, and we've got over 6,000 purchases and 25% repeat buyers. We've got associations. We have an organization that has 200 million graduates. We have an innovator and creative program. We have VCs, marketers, and educator programs. We have already completed our H1 2022 roadmap, and we're well on our way to completing our H2 and beyond. When we look at our tokenomics, we've kept it very simple. To date, we've been self-funded. And we're proud to announce today that we're partnering with Digital Bits to mint our native token called Dubs. And we're now in the process of considering where we go with our token. Right now it is a utility in-game token and will be part of NicoSwap as well. But at the end of the day, we are starting to look at outside funding for the first time. As again, to date, we've been fully funded internally. And if I could ask you to take 6 takeaways from my presentation today, and I'm happy to converse with all of you, that our past successes, we're experienced, we've had past successes. I've run 4 public companies, so we understand the metrics of creating communities that have a vested interest. We worked with large organizations in technology, marketing, and entertainment. We have a crystal clear vision. We're one of the first companies to integrate digital identity, realistic avatars, pixel streaming, no download. And our vision is to grow something that people can work, play, earn, learn, entertainment, socialize, and build. We have innovative solutions, as I mentioned, about our pixel streaming and our UE5. We support decentralization and identity. This is really important because the internet has been broken. There should be no way that any organization should not be able to tell that the people that they're marketing to are not real people. They should be real people. We're built for interoperability. As I said, we're already inviting other metaverses to come and open embassies with us so we can send players to their venture and back to ours. And we're already in revenue. So I'd like to thank you for listening to the presentation. And if you've got any questions later today, please find me. I'd be happy to discuss with you. Thank you.